Hello and welcome to my channel. And this is Ace. Say hello, Ace. Okay, so welcome. This is my new Booktube channel. Since this is a new channel and I want to talk about books, I thought it would be a good idea to do the newbie tag. Bye, Ace. Here we go. First question, why did you start this channel? So it's not really that I thought about doing a booktube channel. It's just that I got back to reading. As most people, I got this hiatus during university or complicated moments in my life, and I got back to reading last year. No, 2 years ago I got back. Last year was the year that I read the most in a long time, so it was 15 books, and for me that was already amazing. For someone that was reading none. I got this moment of talking to my sister and we were discussing the same book, and it felt so nice. Like, to actually talk to someone that is reading the same book or that is reading the book that you recommended is a nice conversation, because you can bond by the book. You can discuss things that you realized throughout your reading. And I thought I want to have this feeling again, so maybe start a YouTube channel would be nice. Yeah, maybe this could be something else. Who knows? Okay, so second question. What are some fun and unique things you can bring to Booktube? Okay, so as I said, I think I didn't say. Well, I'm an animator, so a 2D animator, and I thought doing this Booktube would also be a nice place to do some fan animation about the books I'm reading. I don't know if you guys ever seen this recap or review, animated review of series and movies. I thought doing something like this for the books that I read, or funny moments of books, would be nice, like this one. Funny little things that we can laugh about together. I also want to talk about mangas. Don't know if you guys read those as well. Manga was something that I never had on hiatus. Never. I mostly read shoujo manga, and I thought it would be fun to like see how it goes, see if people that read books also read manga or not so much. I don't know. I've never seen a lot of people on Booktube talking that much about mangas, and the people that talks about manga, they don't correlate the mangas to other books. At least in my little bubble, I've never seen it. So maybe I thought it could be interesting. Question 3. What are you most excited for about this new channel? I'm excited to start my ongoing journey to find my next favorite book. I want to discover more about myself in a way that I don't really know what's my favorite type of book. I thought I knew, but I'm not so sure, because of course we change throughout the years. So I don't know. I want to discover myself in new books, in books that I thought I would never enjoy. For example, I recently read the Folk of the Air trilogy, and I thought I would hate it. I was just curious because I read from Blood and Ash, which was horrible, but it was an entertaining book enough to pull me out of my reading slump. If TikTok was recommending From Blood and Ash and was also recommending The Cruel Prince, I thought, why not? Now I just cannot stop thinking about Cardan and Jude. As you saw in my animation, in my teen years, I didn't read a lot of fantasy. I read adventure books. I was one of those people that thought that you should read classic books. I don't even know um, who fed me this idea or if it was just society. It made me miss out a lot of moments that I could have had, like fangirling about the Hunger Games. I've never read the Hunger Games. I read the first book of Harry Potter, but just the first one, and I didn't enjoy it. I never read Percy Jackson or Narnia. Lord of the Rings book series that makes part of people's lives. I never read those. Okay, I read the Twilight. I read the Twilight, the entire series. Okay, it was okay for me. I don't know, 17? I don't remember. But the thing is, when I think about books that I've read, I can't remember much. But I know I've read a lot. I remember some of them, like the Three Musketeers, Count of Monte Cristo. See, I feel like I missed this part of my life that was supposed to be very nice. Maybe a bonding with other people that I could be friends. But it didn't happen. Yeah, and I went back. So yeah, I couldn't make book friends in my teen years. I'm doing it in my 30s. You know, it's always easy to do friends in your 30s. So adding up to question number 3, I thought it would be fun to also do some vlogs about, like, of course, my current read, but other topics that are going on in my life or other projects. I don't read that fast enough for YouTube, if you know what I mean. So I don't want this to be a chore. I want to have fun with this. I want to engage with people. I want to kind of discover this new part of myself that is open to talk in the internet. Yeah, I thought it would be fun to make some research videos. I want to talk about other topics like the Avatar show that is about to air on Netflix. I'm so excited for that one, and I'm definitely doing a video about that. So yeah, so different topics along with books, showing my cats sometimes when they want to say hi. Do you guys like tea or coffee more? Because like I like tea, but I need my cup of coffee in the morning. It's not that I'm an addict to caffeine, but I need my coffee in the morning. I've been having like coffee and milk since 10 years old. I don't know. Like before school, I always had like coffee and milk. I cannot go on with my day without coffee and milk. Okay, moving on. Why do you love reading? I think the basic answer, like everyone else, so escapism. It's a form of escapism. When I read a book, I imagine the scene in my head like if it was a movie, with the atmosphere and photography. Yeah, I just like the way stories are developed and explored in books. The way they are explored in books is a totally different way because it's a different media. So the same story won't be actually the same if you're watching it in a series or in the movies, as an animation, as a manga or a book. Those are different medias. You have to adapt the story. I just like the book media. I think that's it. Question 5. What book or series got you into reading? I don't know if you guys ever seen or if you remember, if it's an old thing, but the witches? The witches? The girls, like 5 witches. I've never seen the show. I don't even know much about them. But my first book was this one of them camping, and it was in diary format. My father had to think what would be interesting for me because I was a lazy kid and teen in regards to reading, to the point where I actually got wrong answers in my exams just because I was too lazy to properly read the question. Yeah, I don't even remember what was it about, if it was funny or interesting. I just know that it got me. It got me, and I didn't never stop reading ever since, except for university. You guys know. What questions would you ask your favorite booktubers? I would ask, how do you guys like you coordinate where you're looking at? Because I'm recording with my cell phone. I don't have a camera yet. I hope the image is enough for me here. Is enough, but my glasses could be tricking me. I keep reminding myself all the time that I should look here to you and not to me. To you, not me. So this is different. I would also like to ask, how do you find your next book? How many books do you read? Like, do you read the entire time? Okay, I read in an, I think, average to fast pace, especially if I'm enjoying the book. But I have other hobbies and I don't want to read all the time, because if reading it starts to be a chore and not a hobby, something that I enjoy, I feel like I won't like to do it this way. And this is not the purpose of this channel. I think those are the main questions. Okay, so question number 7. What challenges do you think starting a booktube channel will be the hardest to overcome? Definitely book frequency. I'll try my best, but we all know that YouTube asks for videos too fast, so it's content on your face, and we can't do it that fast. Nobody can do it that fast unless you're even if you're only doing this, it's just too fast the way that YouTube asks for. So yeah, I thought maybe one video per week or one every 2 weeks. I don't really know, this is new, so you guys forgive me. I'll just try my best. It also concerns me how frequent can I do the animation videos, because animation takes a long time. So I'm not so sure I can do it like one video a month. Even that would be maybe too much. I will have to test it out and see what type of animation I can do, what would be funny. I don't know. We'll see. Question 8. When did you start reading? So yeah, I kind of went on over that. Question 9. Where do you read? Here in my room. My room is messy and at the same time empty, but I read here on my bed. I read in the sofa in the living room. I want to make this corner my reading corner, so I want a nice small bookcase and a space for a chair. Of course, I have this little stove. Here used to be a drawer that I took out, move it out, and my cats didn't have any place to step on and move to their, oh my god, words. I promise you I know words. So they didn't have a place to step on and move to their bed on the window. Yeah, this is here, and it's a nice, I don't know, addition. But yeah, I want to do this reading corner. I'm not sure what I'm going to do on this little space, but we'll see. We'll figure it out. Question 10. What kind of books do you like to read? Okay, so I kind of went over that before. I thought that my favorite type of book was adventure books. Now I'm really into fantasy books, but a lot of fantasy books are just, they're not nice. This is my personal quest. I need to discover myself on that. For sure, in manga, this is shoujo manga. In books, I'm discovering myself. But I know what I like in a book. So I like to have the imagery of the book, but not too much to the point that it's just description after description. I like character driven and not plot driven books. I like when the characters they don't act dumb just for the sake of being dumb. You get me? I'm not sure that I like romance books, because I've never read a only romance book, but I like romance in in the mix, you know, as an ingredient. Question 10. What kind of books do you like to read? I need to discover myself in books, as I already told you about, but I do like fantasy, I do like romance, I like adventure books, I like some classics, I like thriller books, I like short story books. Yeah, those types of genres that I like, but I need to find myself more in books. I want to discover myself enough to be able to go into a bookstore and read some synopsis and go like, yes, this one I'm going to enjoy it. That's what I want. It feels like a lot. I'm sure it is a lot, but that's my quest. I don't like when characters are so predictable. I like when female characters, they don't go to the stereotypical nice equals stupid girl. We are so over that when male characters, they do one small silly thing and they are the joy of the book. Misunderstood, sad character that suddenly, because of that, all his wrongdoings are forgiven. I don't like that. Okay, final question. What does your book collection look like? So actually, a great part of my book collection is back in Brazil in my parents' apartment. I have some books here and some mangas that I recently got, but they are like in a messy situation. I can show you guys later on, maybe when I finally get my reading spot here. I also have a lot of books on my Kindle. I'm starting to listen some audiobooks, and it's been very interesting to be able to enjoy a story at the same time I'm doing my lunch. To be able to clean the house and listen to the audiobook and do everything else. I'm really enjoying audiobooks way more than I thought I would be enjoying. Because I read so much on the Kindle, I actually thought about doing those mini shelves. I'm sure you guys have seen this before on TikTok or Instagram, but a tiny bookshelf with the titles that I read, just so I can keep track and kind of see what my actual bookcase would look like. Because I don't know, it's so easy to lose track of the books you're reading or how many books you've read on the Kindle app. Okay, so those were all the questions. I really hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope we can have fun and learn with each other and talk about the books that we love and to recommend new books and get new recommendations so we can all find our next favorite book. So yeah, hope I see you guys in my next video. Bye!